Howdy all Mokelax Lives. I think it's time we play a little 7 Days to Die. Oh, I can't reach it. The moon, I can't reach it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, yeah, I'm totally clicking the wrong button here. So it might be a little hoarse. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but I came out of our night of party and fireworks with a bit of a hoarse voice. Um, and so it's super late because this is. Oh, hey. This is after fireworks and everything. And by everything I mean everybody had to try out the VR before they left. Uh, and like I wanted to show one person, right? I'm like, hey man, you talked about maybe getting one of these. You want to check it out while you're here? And then, of course, all of his children and his wife and one of the other people that was here and their kids, and just turned into a lot of people checking out the VR headset for my PlayStation. Okay, so I'd like to get at least one more blade trap right in here. Everything else seemed to do okay. So that is one of the upgrades I'm gonna have to do. Also, I think I want to change all this out for actual cement blocks. Whoops. Apparently steel blocks. Not all of it, just these ones close to the bottom here. We'll get that all fixed. Um, so we didn't get to play D&D this week. Our DM sent us a message that he had an emergency computer repair at a friend's business, and so he wouldn't be back in time to play D&D. He was back at the time that we normally play D&D. He just apparently didn't want to play D&D and used that as an excuse not to play. And mostly because he doesn't do any prep work ahead of playing. And so he spends about 15 minutes before game time looking over things. And, man, they didn't get any of the pillars this time. Last time they tore up a bunch of the pillars. I did not appreciate that. And I need to repair this hammer. Alright, so let's dump this back out, and then I need to go get some coal. We did have an interesting conversation. Interesting as in, why do you even, I don't know. So I am going to get a new video card for my computer, and sometime in the next couple of months. It's not a immediate thing. And so the other day I was thinking, because I'm gonna get the VR headset coming up here, not too far off, a couple of months, and so I of course would like to have a new headset before that occurs. And right, I was trying to think. I'm like, I have something in my inventory I want to get rid of. It's that. All right. I wish I had looked at. I wish I had marked one of these closer places with the boulders, because I know I found some closer places with coal. Because that one is niter, but I didn't mark anything close with coal. I think this one is iron. Yep. Um, and and so I hadn't done it yet, and then I get an email from NVIDIA, who, I mean, to be honest, I've never purchased a video card from any other chip type than NVIDIA, and not that I, not that I necessarily at the time was a no. Let's just say it for real. I'm not a snob about where my computer equipment comes from. Like, I'd totally use an AMD video card if AMD video cards were better than NVIDIA. But at no point in the history of me purchasing video cards, because you don't do it that often, has AMD ever been the forefront runner of video cards. It just has never happened. Not now. I'm not saying that AMD wasn't ahead of Nvidia at any given point. What I'm saying is that when they were ahead, I wasn't in the market for a new video card. And then when I would go to get one, well, usually my decision to get one was based on the fact that a new video card had come out or a new processor. Um, and so with the processors, I remember there was a big thing about AMD versus Intel, and then I play a lot of video games, and a long time ago, AMD had an issue with their programming in their CPUs, and they would have errors in the math. And for the average person, it just didn't happen. But all I could think was video games are like all math, big math, and if it's going to have errors every once in a while, I don't need any more glitches in my video games than already happen. So I've never purchased an AMD chip. So I just stick with Intel because that's what I've always purchased. And a lot of the times when I go to purchase, the Intel is ahead. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. And so I've never, I actually have, dude, I drove all the way out to my niter pit here. I actually have a couple of computers that I got as an entire system that have AMD in them, and they run fine. So I do have some AMD. I've just never had an AMD that I built. And so, anyways, I got off on a bit of a tangent here. And so I've been looking at the new video cards because they've got that new ray trace stuff that's starting to go into the video games, right? Not every video game has it, but some of them do, and everything I've read says the ray trace stuff looks great. And so I would like one of the new ray trace video cards, and so I was looking at whether I was going to get how much money I wanted to spend because a 280 Titan is about $1,000, and just a 280 is about $700, right? And and so I was like, all right, I'm just gonna wait until I totally thought that was gravel, but I guess not. This is. And nope, that's an iron. I think there's coal out through here somewhere. I could be wrong. And so I was debating and pricing and looking, and I'm like, do I want to get a 280? Do I want to go for a 270? It's quite a bit cheaper. Or a 60. I'm running a 970 right now. So, oh, there we go. Here's some coal. Okay, so let's get that on the map. coal. You can't put that down? What's going on here? There you go. And so I was getting pretty close to buying one, and then I get an email from NVIDIA. We are releasing this month a super version of the 200 cards, and more power, more all the things that go into making a powerful video card. Just updated versions, upgraded versions of what's already out there. Nothing, not like anything super new, but better than what's currently out there. And so Fret, who I play games with, he's currently building a new system. And so I was like, dude, I know you were talking about your new system. I'm like, but got an email today. New cards are coming out this month, so maybe it'll lower the price on what you're looking at, or maybe you just get a better video card. And so I don't know what he decided to do, but we did discuss the merits of holding off versus needing it right now. So I don't know. He's having someone build it for him, so I don't know if the shop he's getting his done at is going to have the new stuff, or if it's going to affect their current pricing or whatnot. But so I thought it was cool that they got a new card coming out, and I just happened to not replace my card just as the new cards were coming out. One of the other guys that we play with, he just bought a new card. So he was like, "Oh, are you kidding me?" I'm like, "No, that's what it says." He's like, "I just bought a new 2060." I'm like, "Oh, I don't know what to tell you, man, but that looks like it should be cool." And although I'm getting iron. Okay, there's coal. And so then I'm talking to the DM for my Wednesday night game because even though we didn't play D&D, he did want to talk about comics for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, something like that. Basically, the whole time that we normally play D&D, he said he didn't have time to play D&D and then he wouldn't be home, and instead we talked about comics while he sat at his computer. Oh man, was there just one little pocket there? I need more coal than that. Because this hard spot here is lead. Oh, I'm thirsty. And so I'm like, hey man, did you see the new video cards that got released? And by NVIDIA, I'm like, just the nick of time because I was getting ready to buy one. And he doesn't say yes or no. He doesn't say, oh, that sounds cool. He goes, have you checked out AMD? I'm like, no. I'm like, I haven't bought a card yet, but I really want to get the ray trace stuff, and I don't think AMD has the ray trace stuff. I think that's just NVIDIA. And he's like, I know you don't buy AMD, but I think you should check it out because they've come a long way in the last couple years. And I'm like, well, I mean, I normally buy NVIDIA, and there's actually several reasons I've shied away from NVIDIA cards. Or AMD cards, I mean. And so I'm like, well, I mean, I haven't, but the new ray trace card by NVIDIA is getting upgraded, and I think I want to go with that. He's like, no, man, I'm telling you, you need to check out the AMD stuff because their new card is supposed to be really good. And I'm like, okay, so their new card is really good, but I'm telling you, I don't believe they have ray trace, and if it doesn't have ray trace, then I don't want it. Because if stuff is going to use ray trace, then I wanna check out the ray trace. I hate not being able to check out stuff. And I mean, maybe I won't like ray trace, and then my next card won't have it. Maybe I will. I don't know. Won't be able to tell though if I buy a card that's not ray trace. So, anyways, today I I accidentally came across an article by PC Gamer about AMD's new video card, and that was announced at E3, and they're like, yeah, so here's the new AMD card, and it's comparable in power to the 20. I thought there'd be more coal going on here, but I'm not detecting a whole lot of coal. All I'm doing is mangling my path back out of here. I can't tell if I'm in the right spot or not. And so this article is like, so their new card is more expensive, it uses more power, and it performs as well as the 2060 and 2070 current cards, not the super versions, and and it does not have ray tracing. I'm like, that's exactly what I mean, not how well it performs and stuff, but I told him it didn't have ray tracing, and if I tell you I want ray tracing, don't sell me something that doesn't have ray tracing. I don't understand. I don't understand why every conversation I have with people has to be an argument. Uh, I mean, I guess I don't have to argue back, to be honest. But it's weird to me to go like, "Hey, did you see the new? You buy this other card, but I want the features. Buy the other card, but I really buy the other card." I'm like, no, just no. I'm just gonna be an Nvidia fanboy. All right. I mean, I am. I guess I'm not because I don't hate people who want to run. Like, if you don't want to ray trace, buy the AMD. I don't care. I don't care what you put in your system. Uh, oh man, the other thing I read today about gaming, uh, I am getting irritated. I am, I don't know what you call it. I am irritated. Let's just put it that way. By Epic Games Launcher. All right, it just irritates me that it even exists. Um, and I read a thing today. So, so my irritation for Epic Games comes from the shady stuff they're doing. I don't understand. I hate it with the shows. I hate it with like, why is there a Hulu and a Netflix, and why do I need the HBO launcher, and why doesn't my dish have HBO? Because everybody's got to have their own services now, and everybody wants you to pay the same price for their services. But you know what? I don't have enough money to buy everybody's service so that I can enjoy the individual shows I want, and I don't want to pay for them that way. Like, I already get Netflix, put it on Netflix. I pay for cable television. I used to pay for HBO, but HBO isn't even available on my cable service now. Not that I have cable service, I have satellite, but it's not even available on the satellite anymore because AT&T pulled it. Because AT&T owns DirecTV, and I mean, okay, Dish pulled it because AT&T upped the price beyond what everybody else was charging to keep HBO, and AT&T wouldn't negotiate. So thus ended my ability to watch HBO on my dish. Uh, so uh, so now you got Epic Games, and Epic Games is pulling the same crap that the cable television companies do, and it's irritating to me. Like, I haven't been directly affected by it yet. Um, that's not true. I have now been directly affected by it, I guess. Uh, I I was really looking forward to Obsidian's new game, Outer Worlds, and Outer Worlds is a Epic Games exclusive for like the first 3 months or 6 months or a year or something like that. I think it's a year. For a year, you can't buy Outer Worlds for the computer on anything but the Epic Games launcher. I don't want to get the Epic Games launcher. I don't want to support Epic Games because they do stuff like buy a game company so they control the game company's IPs and then pull them off of Steam. Uh, I don't like that Epic Games goes in and does some backroom deals so that games that people have already pre-ordered on Steam then get pulled off of Steam because they've suddenly become Epic Game Launcher exclusives. And then this is what I read today. Epic Games has now gone after Kickstarter games, and so that if you kickstart a game, and see this really irks me. So if you kickstart something, you are paying to help it be developed, and so Epic Games has started going after Kickstarter games, and they will go in and they'll make a deal with the Kickstarter games. And even though you're supposed to get a deal or you're supposed to get a copy from the Kickstarter, or you're supposed to get a Steam key, um, Epic Games is now paying people back the money that they've invested, who don't want to uh, get their game on Epic Games. Uh, I'm like, what? So I mean, how shady is that? The game companies are just as guilty in this as Epic Games. Like, I give you my money to develop your game because you tell me I'm going to get a Steam key of your game. And then you get the money, you develop your game, and then Epic Games comes along and they're like, "Oh, well, it's not going to go on Steam now. It's going to be on Epic Games, and here's your money back because you're not going to get your Steam key." Like, so I helped you develop a game that you just stole, basically. Well, you didn't steal, but your shady business practices have taken away. I have not kickstarted any games, but I was looking forward to Outer Worlds, which is now like a 1 year Epic Games exclusive. So I will play it sometime, maybe in the, the end of 2020. Um, I'm not gonna lie. If I might just acquire it earlier, and you know what I mean by acquire. And so yeah, it's just wow. Come on, they bought Rocket League and then pulled Rocket League off Steam, and Rocket League has been on Steam for years. Like if you own it on Steam, you can still play it, but you can't buy it on Steam. Borderlands 3 is on a 6-month exclusive. Not that I even really like the Borderlands games that much. I don't I don't hate them, but like if I'm gonna play a game, I'm probably not gonna choose Borderlands. Uh, and I just don't get it. Like, uh, D&D is not any better at this point. D&D and Target have a new thing out that's exclusive to Target for, I forget, so many months. That stuff's ridiculous. Like, that's not gonna make me start shopping at Target. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna start shopping at Epic Games because you got the game I want to play. I just won't play that game. I mean, that's like I might buy that game now, Outer Worlds, on Steam when it comes to Steam in a year. But I'm not gonna buy it in a year. I'm gonna buy it when it's on, you know, the 95% off summer sale for a game that's been out for 3 years. Because it's ridiculous. Ooh, I got a lot of coal here. I really want like 5,000 coal. I think I said I wanted. I want like 5. No, it's more than that. I want 5,000 bullets. So I need like 15,000 coal. All right, but I think I will come back later to mine more coal. Right now, I have got to fix a path out of here. Can I put just... Oh, you know what? I should have brought some... I should have brought some frames. Frames. Where are my frames? Where's just a normal frame? Frame. There we go. Give me 20 frames. Oh, it's on my hotbar. I was like, where's my hammer? Okay, and then ladders. But yeah, that stuff is super irritating to me. Especially when it comes to the game launchers, because I just hate having multiple places to go look for my games. I had a motorcycle here. There, you're hiding. Oh, don't drive into the river. Yep. It's irritating. I can't believe that, like, I would be so mad if I gave money to develop a game that it'd be like, here's the cool new game for PC. You kickstart it, they develop it, and then the whole time they've been developing it for Mac instead. And so you can't even play it unless you own a Mac, which I don't. And I'd be like, but I gave you money and you said you were gonna put out a PC version. I don't understand. Like, I gave you the money you asked for. You promised to give me back a Steam key. I don't want my money back. I want my game, and I don't want it on that other launcher. Seriously, that makes me mad. Woof. Woof. Alright, well, I guess... Nice. I need a little bit more wood in here. 976 gunpowder being made. I brought back a bunch of iron. I've got you and, actually, I need cement, I guess, to be able to do this other stuff here. guess I could just dump this stuff in here for later if I need it. Alright, well, I believe I hit level 78 while I was out there, or 79. So I'm almost to level 80. And at level 80, I should probably put my 5 points into the... I think there's a couple of things I want to buy at level 80, though. I guess I'm going to hold off. Wait, did I hit level 80? Oh, no, that's not one of the things I wanted to buy. This is level 80. This is level 85, so I'm not even close to that. This is level 100. That I don't care about. That I don't think I care about. That I'm not worried about at the moment. So I guess the only thing I really want then when I hit level 80 is this. And I don't really even need that. Auto charts would be nice at level 100 there. Whoops. That's not what I want to do. I wanted to look. I don't do stealthy. I don't swim. I don't sprint. Cardio. Cardio takes a better agility. I could do that, maybe. Heavy armor is probably something I should put points into. Increase heavy armor rating, improve armor durability. Isn't there one that improves... I thought there was one that affected your armor while wearing armor speed. Or is that that's a mod. That's not a mod, but a... yeah, they're called mods, right? Maybe? Shoot, I should be putting points into this. Look at that. Increases weapon damage. I know put some points into here. That would be a good one. Boom headshot. Increase ranged weapon headshot damage by 60%. Plus 20% chance to explode heads on hit. Alright, so let's put a couple points in here. Let's get another level of boom headshot. Let's automatic weapons I think is one that I've been using a lot, so let's put some points into this. Oh, well... Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. I'm like, I have 2 points, but that's my perception. Alright, so put a little extra oomph into my guns. With all 11 bullets that I own. Although, once this gets done, I'll have some more supplies. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I think this will give me enough bullets to get back out on the road. And we got a few days here to gather supplies before the next horde comes in. So, click like if you like, subscribe and catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.